All right, we are officially live. We are looking at the Mayer Brothers sweet cider that we are about to make into some hard cider. For our people following. How you doing? My name is Scott. I'm with WNYBrews. It's my dad. Hey, you ready? We're gonna do this. All right, first things first, we have our carboy here filled with star sand. Can you hold that?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. All right. Good? Good. So we want this to be sanitized. So I'm going to turn it as I'm pouring it. I'm saving the sanitizer so I can use it. There we go. Pour the rest out. It's not going to hurt your plants. Cover this up. Good. Now here's what we're doing. We're putting the 5 gallons of cider from Mayer Brothers, the preservative-free stuff, in here. We're going to add some yeast nutrient, and we're going to add the yeast. We're going to cap it, and we're going to let it ferment for like 30 days. Which should give us hard cider just in time for Halloween. So I have my bubbler, it's going into the star sand over here. That's gonna wait. The bung went into the star sand over there. And I'm gonna throw in the yeast energizer first because I want to sanitize this spoon. I'm gonna put this on the spoon and try to dump it in. I know some of it's gonna stick on the spoon. So I'm going to pour the apple cider over the spoon into there so that I don't lose any of the yeast energizer. Does that make sense? That makes sense, right? Now that is pasteurized cider. So I haven't opened it up yet because it has been sterilized in those containers. So I'm looking for about a teaspoon here of yeast energizer. Now this is an important step when making cider because cider doesn't have all the nutrients in it that wort does. Pour that in. You know, that wasn't too bad. I'm not going to worry about it. Just a little bit sticking to the spoon there. All right. So we have our 5 gallons. I'm going to be careful not to touch anything here. Going straight into this top. This top has been sanitized. And I'm going to get everything that's in here into the carboy. Now it has sediment at the bottom, and that's fine. That's all going in. We just went apple picking last weekend. I thought about borrowing a press or finding somebody who has a press and pressing my own cider. Not worth it to me. This is Mayer Brothers. It's local stuff. It wasn't expensive. It was $5 a gallon. I'm going to make 5 gallons. I'm going to keg it at the end. Gonna put it right in the kegerator instead of wasting my time with bottles. Again, I'm not touching that to anything. Let's keep going. Now I don't want extra things to fly in here. So I am gonna keep putting this on top of it. A little bit of oxygen right now is okay. But if you get any sort of wild yeast into this, I should probably stop talking as I'm doing this, huh? If you get any sort of wild yeast into this, you run the risk of an infection, which will turn it into apple cider vinegar, which is also useful, but not in 5 gallons, I think. Tell you what, I'll describe to you what I'm doing. And then if you want to watch the rest or you want to see more, you can go to WNYBrews.com. Okay? So I'm going to continue to pour the 5 gallons in one at a time. When that's finished, I'm going to let this come up to temp a little bit because these are refrigerated. Then I'm going to pitch the yeast. Here, follow me this way. It's EC1118, which is a champagne yeast or a cider yeast. I'm going to pitch that right into there. It says to rehydrate. I'm not gonna rehydrate it. Why? Because I don't want to add anything extra to this. I don't want to add water to it. Just another risk of infection. So instead of rehydrating, I'm just going to pitch it on top. I'm not going to stir it. I'm not going to shake it. I'm going to put the bung in. I'm going to put the air stopper in. And I'm going to let it sit in my basement. It's about 71, 70 degrees in there. So that's it. If you want to see the rest of it, go to WNYBrews.com.